where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like.
With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season, and we got a good Monday nighter in store as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They go play action with Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
11 empty.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. He's scared to let it fly, and it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. They'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Well, he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Etienne will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
One more time with Etienne. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Red on red.
They'll try to run with Etienne, and he'll take this in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, Williams. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Come on, ready?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11.
Burrow will throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 mighty.
Back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out right at the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Yes, sir.
First down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now Burrow. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. There's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Daxton Hill puts it off. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do real offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It's a gain of 35.
Here we go, here we go.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
12.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. On 3rd down, Burrow. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 11, mighty. Stop.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
On 2, ready?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
12.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
All right, let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
On the counter, ETN.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Pulled in at the 24.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
1-1, ready?
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
13, Luke.
Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
On second down, Lawrence.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
First down 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Open man is Chase, complete.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
11 MT, 11 MT.
On second down, here's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
2nd and 6 coming up.
11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Throwing, Burrow.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Here we go.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this run.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Here we go, here we go.
This is first and 10. Burrow.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Well, the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Gun.
Here's first and goal.
Thomas. 11 MT. Stop.
Mixon not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Here's Burrow.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his health. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Burrow.
And that is caught. But he will come back out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Defensively now, 1 more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want take away their number one running option that you scouted and take away their number one receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Here we go. Slow. Stop.
A final shot now for Burrow. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to hang on the final play to get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try